War, the big red reset button. Hate to say it, it's pretty obvious. In any society, traditionally anyway, there have always been those who are willing to do anything for a buck. Doesn't matter how many bodies are left in the wake of it. Doesn't seem to matter. See, because everything that we do with others is business. It's just how the business is orchestrated. One type of business is commonly referred to as win-win. In order to do that consistently, one has to run on ethics or principles. The other is win-lose. I mean, if there's win, doesn't matter on the other side. The main thing is as long as I'm winning, don't care whether the other is winning. And the biggest example of this is war. And I don't mean necessarily what ostensible side, what nation, what army is winning. I'm talking about the chess players who are running those armies. Because sometimes the same group is running both sides. They're both profiting. And it can be extremely profitable to run a war for those who are on the money-making racket side of it, selling the arms, stirring up the shit that has to get extinguished, lighting the fires so they can get extinguished by the machinery that we're selling to extinguish the fires, the bombs that we're producing. Very, very profitable. Now, I would say that the winds of war are always blowing, because I would say that any form of win-lose in business is a war. Any form of coercion is war. It's usually a cool war. Might say a cold war. It's manageable. It's not extremely explosive. But in time, if this goes on, it continues to undermine freedom. And when freedom gets undermined enough, some people will say, no more. The price of freedom and the price of liberty is sweet enough to not be sold by shackles for the price of shackles and slavery. Enough people say that at a certain time, and when the pushback comes, it comes in the form of the exposure of the malfeasance that has been going on. And in our day, society is ripe with that. And of course, when crooks are caught in malfeasance, they want to create plausible deniability, don't they? Lots of it. So they start making stuff up. And they start stirring the pot for war again. They start projecting their malfeasance onto a boogeyman, onto a bugbear. It's all projection. We see this lots going on now. It's Russia. It's Marussia. It's North Korea. It's Iran. It's the Chinese, man. It's everybody but us. The saber rattling is well advanced now. We thought we had a Cold War, which was very expensive through the 50s, the 60s, and the 70s, and the 80s. And we thought we made friends. But now we see the whole thing starting again. It's all a distraction, I would say, for serious malfeasance that has gone on for way too long, to the point now that the win-lose has caught up a little bit to the so-called winners, because they're getting exposed for the perverts, the crooks, the thieves, and the liars that they are. Let us all not stand idly by. Let's be active. Let's be vigilant. And let's not let the big red button of war to be pushed in this world again. We cannot afford it. We cannot afford that for ourselves. We cannot afford that for our neighbors. We cannot afford that for our so-called enemies, because they are our human brothers and sisters too. Something to think about. Steve here again. Great chatting. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe. Please like. Please share. It helps the channel. Helps to grow this conversation. Talk to you again soon. Bye for now.